I mean,
Uh,
welcome back to
I have
Speletons.
plans, because I would have plans,
That's true, you would.
which would be this.
I'm Zinker, he's Derek. It's Kingdom Hearts. We're still off the cusp of a work thing. So whatever, Derek. You said something about break times. Wait! I gotta get on that plane.
I brought Kast up again.
Okay.
After him.
There.
I
Here's
love
this boss fight. You say you
I
love
remember
this
loving
boss
this
fight?
world.
Or you love this world?
I remember no the world.
The world's pretty solid. It's also pretty short, but that's fine. This boss is nothing interesting. It's just this. It's just tap triangle. Then you go over here. Alright, and now it's time to go over here.
Oh, so Braves.
You gonna hang on? No, Sora? Didn't really feel like it, huh? I don't know why you didn't feel like it. That's kind of weird. You gonna... Sora, what are you doing, dude?
So
Weird.
ordinarily at my break, at my work, we would get, for my position. Are you listening, or are you just concentrating?
Both.
Okay. I don't entirely believe that, but okay.
I just have to count, so I don't get fucked over by the reaction command. That's all. It's pretty mindless
for our
otherwise.
breaks, we get we would get an hour generally. That would be covered by having other people. We had enough people there, like where like even if we didn't I would we'd have two people working. I'd cover for an hour and someone else would cover for an hour while the other one's on break, of course.
Keep sitting for the doorway.
And this worked fine for us. We had no problems.
Right.
Sometimes it gets busy, and but you have a hard time, or maybe you need a manager's help or something like that. But that's partially what they're there for. They should be able to jump in and help out. It's crazy if someone's on break, whatnot.
Yeah.
Takes take 5 minutes time to help us keep things under control. Whatever.
Yeah, and I like to note, I hate doing that, but yes, I eventually do have to do that. And will do that if necessary.
Now we had hour breaks for our full-time shifts.
Right.
So recently they've been very adamant. Only unless for our position specifically, if there's only two of you only get half-hour breaks, and that's it. No more breaks. No more break. You're not gonna get not gonna get take a half hour for lunch now, and then take half hour later, or something like that, or take any extra time later. Half hour. That's it. Now, so I want to know, we're supposed to eat during this half hour. And our choices for eating are either go to the break room, which is literally 15 minutes total of your break. It's just walking there and walking back.
Okay.
Because it's at the other end of the fucking establishment. Or they'll send someone down to the break room to bring a bunch of food back, basically. You can tell them what you want, and they'll bring it back, and then you can take it outside to eat it. Now it's cold outside. I hate eating outside when it's warm, me too, but it's cold outside. But you can't eat it in the back. You have to eat it outside. You have to take it outside. Eat it in the parking garage.
Right.
Now I usually walk to the break room because that's usually what I would do. Even with the option to bring food back, I'd still do that because like that you can have them bring food back before they shorten our breaks. But now for whatever reason, admin 30-minute breaks. If there's only 2 of you. Now, because their justification is it's just like if there's only 2 of you, and like one of you's gone for an hour, if it's busy, like it's too much. It's just too much. It's too troublesome if one of you's gone for an hour.
Okay.
Now I looked into New York State labor laws.
Right.
Which
they don't have to govern by that, I don't think, right? Anyways,
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, because it's very weird. It's very weird and very difficult to interpret what exactly they have to follow and what they don't. Because there are some New York State laws they have to abide by,
right.
Especially with like COVID right now. Like there have been a lot of things they have had to abide by.
Right.
So, I believe for an 8-hour shift, you are supposed to. They word it weirdly. But more or less basically, you're supposed somewhere in the around the middle of your shift, you're supposed to get like after a certain point and before a certain point of your shift, you're supposed to get at least a half-hour continuous break.
Sorry I put you guys through all that.
Yeah, you're supposed to get a half-hour continuous break.
And then you're supposed to get. I think you have to have. So I think you're supposed to get 45 total minutes of break.
Gotcha.
And at least half an hour that has to be continuous, which is like when you're supposed to eat.
Right. Okay.
So you're in certain scenarios, your vendor is allowed to shorten it if it's needed for the job, and the employee consents to it.
Right. Okay.
Because you're I think they can. Well, actually, no. I think without your consent, they can shorten it up to half an hour if it's necessary.
Okay.
Or if you in situations where you work alone, like you're the only person there, they can request that you don't get to go, that you have to eat while on your shift.
Right, paid lunch.
And you have to consent to though, if it's just you.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing was, so, now, God, I can't remember. It's been a while. I can't remember the specifics now, and I'm blanking on it.
I get paid lunch a lot.
I know the lads have accomplished their mission. I think you do have to consent to it being shortened to a 30-minute break. But I think when I started working there, I think that was in something that I was supposed to sign. I don't think I actually signed, but there was something I was supposed to sign, and I remember seeing something in there saying that managers can shorten your break to half an hour, down to half an hour.
Right.
While you were there.
So I think I was supposed to. I think that's something you have to consent to, and I think that's how they get around it. Is they'd say, "Well, you signed this thing saying that we can do this whenever," basically.
Right.
Now the problem I have is it's something that's supposed to be done out of necessity.
Who? Daisy
and now they're doing it every day.
Really?
Not only are they doing it every day.
Donald, I forgot about our date.
There was one. Now yesterday we did have 3 people, and they did allow us hours. But there was also a day where there were 2 of us.
But you could at least check in every once in a while.
They allowed half hours.
Right.
I took 40 minutes intentionally because fuck them. I'm not. They can only control me so much for minimum wage.
Going somewhere?
Right.
I trust that. Donald!
I got back, so my coworker took her break. Then I got back. Then I took my break. And then a little after I got back from my break. They sent my coworker home because it was too dead.
Okay.
Now you need to tell me. It was quiet enough where you could send someone home, but it was too busy for me to take a break.
Right. So
I'm very, just very livid with this. Also they tried to, when I complained about breaks before too, they tried to justify it to me well, the servers only take half an hour at most.
Daisy,
The
we need
buses
Donald for just a
barely
little
get
longer.
breaks if they do at
How
all.
much longer?
People in room, like the room service, running room service, they barely get breaks.
Don't you worry, Queen
Now
Minnie.
at the time I
We'll
didn't
return.
really,
Please tell the king that
I didn't
we're
really,
still looking for
I
him.
didn't apply, but
I will.
the,
Say
the
yes,
servers,
Think
the
wisely.
people that direct, they make more money. The people like serve tables, the waitresses, they make more money by working during when they would have a break.
right.
So they have incentive to not take a break. The bussers, I know, take several smoke breaks because they all smoke. Also, I know people in the morning were taking longer breaks. It was just my one manager that I have that was shortening people. It was in the afternoon that they're shortening
right.
people. They're not doing it in the morning.
Right.
Which also annoys me. In room, I don't know exactly what they do for breaks, but I do know that also that they're kind of similar to the servers where they make more money by working instead of taking a break
Yeah.
because they all make tips.
Yep.
Admittedly, I do make a negligible amount of tips. What's that? Negligible.
Okay.
That's not part of my. I make minimum wage. That's not part of my pay at all. It's
Hey,
tips.
what?
I
Yeah.
get occasionally
Honey.
someone will toss me $2.
That's fair.
I was just
Woo!
thinking and wondering.
Tired, Jan. Sorry.
You
So
should be
they'll have incentive to
skedaddling
take
outta
breaks.
here.
I don't.
Why?
Right.
Why? Because it's Wednesday, of course.
I haven't been able to figure out anything I can do
Wednesday.
exactly
Oh,
complaint
well then, happy
complaint wise.
Wednesday.
The only thing I found really is
No, I think I shall wish everyone a happy
everybody
Wednesday.
complaining all at once and basically protesting, and that's not going to work
Oh,
because
bother.
they would
Let's
probably
see now.
sooner
Who is
fire all
everyone?
of the cashiers and try to hire new ones before they would listen to us.
Yeah. So
Ouch!
overall,
Wonder if Pooh's
I
here.
dislike that.
Help! Somebody
I
save me!
legally
Piglet.
speaking,
I would-
they
because
might be able to do
I'm
that.
sure
Help,
you have
please!
you have had
Hold
to.
on, little guy.
I've had to
I'm
what?
sure you've had to either shorten people's breaks or you had
Nope.
to deal with issues with break. I'm sure you've had to deal with some issues with breaks. I don't know if you have though.
Nope.
Just I don't know if there's a problem elsewhere.
Not with lunch breaks. I am extremely, and I mean extremely, adamant about breaks. You have no idea. Alicia, banned from making the break list. My general manager, banned from making the fucking break list. They fucking suck at it and will forget people's breaks. Not on purpose, mind you. But they're banned because they fucking suck at it. They're really bad, but
I
that's
also
not even
know
that's not even the
other
part with the
departments
break.
don't have this problem. Just saying.
That's not even
When
like
I
the
worked in
main.
security, always get 2.5 hours.
That's not even the main problem. Legally, so the Connecticut state law is you need a half an hour of breaks. Lunch break if you're working more than 7.5 hours, which means 7 hours and 31 minutes, technically speaking. Sometimes we have people scheduled for 7 hours, 7.5 hours, and they're only supposed to get 15s. Which is currently still how I operate it. I very much dislike this because They'll probably arrive early. Decent
Team
chance
suck.
they'll leave late. But I tend to ignore this if they're here to close, and maybe I shouldn't, but I only get so much leeway with the breaks of what I get for breakers. Oh, I gotta help Piglet. Ah, shit, it's the Piglet one, I think. Oh no, the Piglet one's easy. Where are you, Piglet? There you are.
Yeah, we don't
So,
have breakers. We're just down a person for
we
five
have
position.
we have breakers, but so we don't have to give 15-minute breaks. So in that situation you're describing, we've had to cancel the 15-minute breaks. I don't like that either. I'll come back to that. Lunch breaks, though, hell to the fucking no. Unless someone agrees to it, will I let a half an hour slide, and even then, I usually won't give that fucking option. There is someone who didn't like to take breaks at our work, not this year, but I think a year ago. I don't know if I told the story on the show, but it's the same guy that got pooped on once. What a champ. I probably did at some point. Probably could have been in this series for all I know, actually. But he never took 15s. That's fine. You don't have to take your 15. Half an hour is lunch breaks. You technically don't. I think you can voluntarily give it up. But I specifically told him
you can voluntarily give up breaks. At least in New York, you can.
I don't know. You might not be able to in Connecticut. But I told him you have to take your half an hour break. You don't have a choice. You gotta clock out for half an hour. You can actually come back early from it. But I know you can come back early at least.
We're also paid breaks.
You're paid your breaks?
We're paid during our break, yes.
No. Ours are
Is
unpaid
also what
breaks.
bothers me because that's also what bothers me because for every moment of my break, or for every moment I'm not getting of my hour, I'm working for free more or less.
I suppose.
If they shorten
I feel like
the
you
time
lose
that
a
they
little
take
more
away from
leeway
my
with
break,
that.
so Zinker, let me put it this way: if
didn't
they
finish
tell
my
me I
thing.
can get half an hour, and I know I should be getting 45s, but they're shortening me to half an hour, I'm working 15 minutes for free.
Bit of a baby here to me. You get paid your lunch break. I get paid my lunch break, and I understand that like sometimes I have to work during it. Legally
If I leave the
speaking,
building, I'm supposed to clock out for it.
legally speaking, I think you lose a lot of you know what you want to complain about there. Because you're paid your lunch technically. So
I don't know how that works. I feel like the whole reason that we pay for it is because it lets them do something shitty with breaks. And I haven't figured out what it is yet, but I know I can't imagine that there's
So,
any other reason.
I have to take paid breaks a lot because I'm essentially expected to work during my breaks. I might have to stop my break, so I can whatchamacallit. I might have to stop my break to go do manager stuff because I might be the only one there. And this first
Jump
off,
down,
this sounds
Piglet.
bad.
I'll catch
But
you.
one, I get free food there, so no,
Oh,
not really.
dear.
I get like a solid
You can
barbecue
do
get
it,
free
Piglet.
pizza.
They feed
You
us.
just have to be
Okay.
brave.
So I get a free barbecue
Sure.
pizza. I get to sit and chill. And the thing is,
Our food's
what
shit.
happens
All
is
right,
when
Sora.
it's dead, I
How'd
get
you
to also
try?
go pretty much continue chilling, eating my food. So not when my
For
break's done.
overnight, you don't get a break, because the night is your break.
That was rather frightening.
Well,
I
yeah.
do hope you're all right, Piglet.
For overnight, I
Oh,
don't feel
Boo.
bad because
You
like I've done that
remembered my
before.
name? You
Yeah,
really, truly remember?
90% of the night I was doing nothing.
Of course, Piglet.
Yeah. That's
But
how we go
today,
for some
I
15-minute
call
breaks,
you
and I'm okay
my
if it on
friend
days
Piglet,
like
who is
when
very
we're dead.
brave.
We're gonna be dead all
Me?
day, and it's
Very
like,
brave?
yeah,
No,
okay, you're
but it's
working
easy to
5
be
or
brave
6
when I have a
hours,
wonderful friend
but
like you, Pooh Bear.
really, if you need a 15,
happy
just
for you
ask me, and
guys.
I'll work around it. Otherwise,
and
though,
thank you
it's
for
like
rescuing
it's
my
dead all
friend
day.
Piglet,
Why do you really
somebody
need
I
a
don't
break?
know.
Want some food?
Oh.
I'll let you go get food.
Oh.
I don't care. Just
Sure,
ask me.
don't
That-
mention it.
you
Yeah,
know.
when I worked at the golf course, I worked like 9-hour shifts without technically a break. It's more or less just
That I
like,
wouldn't
it's
be
quiet.
okay with.
You know, I go and get food. I eat there.
I'd flip a lid on that. I
like,
am
when it's
very adamant
quiet,
about
though,
this
like,
half
I had
hour
enough.
rule.
I had enough quiet. I was also working solo, which is why, because like if I was there by myself, like
Oh,
you know,
man.
that's legally, that's like a legal thing of like if
Well,
you I have to
that's the
consent
thing
to it,
with
and I did
with
because
the
like
with the paid lunches, you know. I get paid lunches because I might have to stop. I'm the only one managing, so I might have to stop.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it honestly is. It's really, it's great. I enjoy it. I'm gonna do a little bit of grinding here, so don't mind me. Failing game my ass into this is wisdom coin, by the way. He shoots a lot. He shoots, he scores, he does it all. Speaking of which, I no longer need fire. I do need fire still, actually, but really use thunder. I don't think I need thunder yet. No, I do. I also need cure. Ugh, this is tough. I'll just stick with that. Anyhow, what was I saying? I forgot. There we go. I need to get out. Sora, you need to go. Sora, I swear to God, Sora, you fucking little shitter. You didn't listen to me when I said we need to go. It's why I have these. No, use that on Sora. Use that on Sora. What else we got? AP boosts. I don't need those yet. Anyhow, what am I saying? What's up?
Drive recovery, is that really worth using here?
Yeah, because I have to. I need my drive form back. I don't get it back unless I do it that way, or I do the glitch that lets me restore my drive gauge, which is to leave the world and or change my party members. Change my party members somewhere or something. That makes sense. I think that kind of makes sense. I'm gonna go back to I prefer Disney Castle for this sort of grinding. What was I saying about breaks? I don't know, I'm very anal about breaks. If they need a half an hour, I make sure they get
You're supposed to get them, and you can't just take stuff from your employees that they're supposed to get.
Yeah. The thing that pisses me off, and it's sort of what you were talking about, although knowing that you're paid for it, I don't feel too bad about that. Actually I do, because it's kind of similar.
I feel bad, Zinker, because whether or not I'm paid for it, I still want to get it.
Yeah, you deserve it. You're right. Because what my boss
that's a problem.
said once when we were complaining about breaks taking long for a while, which is pretty much the fault that they so the way they do break lists is they don't factor in the fact that people need to walk to places. To add on to that, my manager is like, to add on to that, my manager added that the moment they walk away from the station is when their break starts. Look, for 15s, whatever, because we're not legally supposed to get 15s. By which I mean we don't have to. Not that we're not supposed to. Yeah. They actually introduced that on their own without me, any sort of aid from
I can
me.
see that for 15s.
Because they introduced that
like,
on their
as
own.
soon as, like,
They introduced that on their own. It's something we give out of the kindness of our heart. Technically, I mean, realistically, I feel like they were sort of required. So I'm honestly not even the biggest fan of that. But I can at least understand it, I guess. But whenever I fucking
employee satisfaction is also very important.
Whenever I am the breaker myself, I always give an extra minute or two to factor in walking and whatnot. Yeah. So, and I mean, it's what was I gonna say? God, I swear to God, if I don't make it. Oh my God, soar. There we go. Fuck. What's it saying? I usually give extra minutes. For 30s, though, I dislike this. I have told, and will honestly still continue to tell people, despite what he said, it is 30 minutes from when you, clock out. Because that's what makes sense, you know? Because you're not clocked out from it. You're walking to clock out. And honestly, you have to walk from the clock out station to your car or wherever you need to go.
Yeah, that's
but
part
that's
of
your
your
break.
job is heading over there.
Yeah. It's not like the moment you walk away from
I
the
clock
clock
in.
station.
I don't start working. Like I clock in as soon as I walk in the door. But like when I walk in, I have to go somewhere to pick up a drawer, to and money for the drawer to for the day basically. And I don't and then I go to the restaurant and that's where I start. And I also leave leave 15 minutes before I'm supposed to be clocked out because I have to do reports and stuff like that. It's not free. That walking and all that is and I don't clock out until the last clock out in the building.
Yeah.
That's not free either.
Oh yeah, I used to have to clock out to fucking and then close the gate at my work. It's fucking Sis got that to not be the case.
I had to clock my headphones. I had to clock out and then lock the door, and that those 5 seconds annoyed me. Because literally, I wasn't
locking the gate.
Quarters, I literally got paid by minutes.
Locking a gate technically took like an extra, a minute on its own for the gate, but like 5 minutes, all things considered, because I technically had to go to the gate. I drove there, of course, and I would just drive from the gate home, but still. So I'm glad I'm finally paid for closing the gate like I should be. But what was I saying about breaks? I've told them half an hour after they clock. My God,
that's
dude, they don't understand. Like, it takes 3 minutes to walk from the go-kart area to the break room, or even ignoring that. Okay, so you want to count walking as part of the 15 minutes, sure. It takes the breaker 3 minutes to walk from this area to the next. You know? I don't understand how they don't understand that. But it's just something they didn't get. Now, on my current version of breaker sheets,
clearly have no touch with your base level employees.
I don't understand either, because one of them has worked that stuff. But it seems like I'm the only one who remembers what it's like to work in that position sometimes, and I just don't get it. I was like, I will literally, I try my best to never forget where I came from and what it's like. I still work in those positions too.
Yeah, because
but I usually exclude
it's good
myself.
to know what those employees, what's going through those employees' heads. You know, where their problems are, what needs to be fixed. You know,
I don't get why we don't have
satisfaction is very important to having a successful business. And as a manager, you want to keep employees happy. You can't give them everything, but you want to give them what you can, so they'll be happy and do their job and do it well.
Yeah. No, I hard agree. And also when it comes down
That's
to
why
when
I don't do my job well.
It's why I'm so successful in getting people to stay for me when we have our ridiculous amounts of call-outs that we do sometimes. It's because I really keep track of these things I really do a lot. Actually, that was gonna be a point I brought up in the last thing. There are definitely some people who probably owe me some favors where I'd be like, yeah, you're gonna stay an extra hour for me, right? I'd be like, haha, no. I'd be like, you did this thing for me. I'm not giving you a choice now. I mean, I've never actually had to do it that way. But I feel that's where I'd be fair doing so, you know? But, off topic.
Zinker, see, that's also why I do some things. I know which managers I can get away with certain things from, too. Because, like, I know some of them trust me, like, a lot. But, they say it, but, like, I know they just, like, rely on me to make sure that, like, my position, like, where I work doesn't just exist or something.
Alright. Did I get no there?
Because, like, and which also annoys me, because sometimes some of them they know that, like,
I have kind of dodge roll.
they know I'm or how much better I am.
Woo! Kind of dodge roll.
They know they can rely on me for certain things, and they can't rely on other people, which means that they just stick me with all the things that they need. Like, they stick me with all the heavy lifting, and just, you know, the unreliable people just get to continually be unreliable and do the easy stuff. Which is kind of why, which is also one thing I kind of hate. I try to take advantage of, and just knowing how to
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I don't know. Regardless, they're very rude on breaks. They've been being really rude on breaks. I'm annoyed by it. I'm annoyed there's nothing legal I can do against them. Or I can bring up legal points I can bring up. Because the one went to law school. I don't know why she's there. Clearly she didn't go very far. Do well there.
Fair.
She's, you know, a manager at this place.
Also fair. What was I gonna say? I don't know. What else about breaks? On my current iteration of break sheets, I actually have, like, a little formula that calculates the estimated walking time. Which, I thought I actually mapped it out correct, but I did not. I perfectly did not. What it actually calculates is, it just adds, like, 20% of the time. So, like, if something takes 5 minutes, it'll take 6 minutes or whatever. And that's how it just does that. But you know what? I was like, you know what? Fuck it. That's good enough for me. So, anyhow, I have that show up on the breaker list to kind of show what it's supposed to take. It's kind of like a hint, like, oh, we need more. And I convinced them to add an additional breaker somehow. I don't know how. But I told them, like, hey, we really should get another breaker. And we did. And now we've actually had pretty problem-free breaks. The breaker does not have to stay an extra hour later. Another thing that they used to do, like, so basically the breaker always had to, like, stay an hour later beforehand. All they had to fucking do was schedule them an hour later. And nobody would, like, feel bad. Like, that was one of the situations. That's why it reminded me of breaks. That was one of the situations we basically made them stay for work, you know? Because they weren't done with what they had to do. So it's, like, sort of fair. But at the same time, it's like, all you had to do, like, I get it the first time it happens, but all you had to do after it happened the first time was just be like, just schedule them an hour later, and then it's not a problem. Because then they know they're gonna be out at that time, you know? And they would never do it. And I don't understand why. It flabbergasted me. They consistently stayed past their time. Just scheduled them an hour later. And it's not like, it was never like a situation that like made, like, I never got like a Derek who would be like, you know, type thing. But which, again, the first time it happened, I'd probably have to be like, yeah, so I do. You got finished breaks. But, like, it's just like, it doesn't. That feel bad thing doesn't need to happen. Because then you schedule a 9 and be like, oh shit, well I'm scheduled a 9. I still have to keep going. You know? I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. I absolutely don't understand why or how this is a problem the way it is. Type deal. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Work sucks.
I guess.
We've been like so much busier recently too, and like they just haven't made any adjustments since we reopened with like having more employees or whatnot, because like they made very few, I should say, and like because like we're down like 2 employees now from what we were before, and like we're busy. They need to hire more people to us, and they just aren't.
Oh, I leveled up wisdom to max. Dumbass. I'm sitting here trying to level it up more, and it's been done. I'll just I'll do valid form next then. Yeah. Although I guess I'm basically valid, but whatever. Grinding, right?
It's over.
It's over! This is it! No, that's it. Okay. Next area, please. What is this?
This is it.
Is it? Is this add stuff on the actually really cool if it did. Boy, does that give me a lot of hits. Gotta get out of here. Away I go. Valet, what are you looking at? 207 more attacks? Sure. Guys, I think that's gonna end it for this session. I have no idea when we'll come back to this game again, but hey, as you've probably learned from these 4 episodes,
Who knows?
yeah, anything's possible. Next time on Speletons.
Maybe we'll have different
You know what I
jobs
didn't
by
talk
then.
about? Fucking Kingdom Hearts Melody of whatever. Melody of Melody. That's probably it. Melody of Memory, that's what it is. That's coming
Melody of
out. It
Melodies.
looks awesome, actually. It's a rhythm game? Excited. I was watching BizKit play it. It's cool. Shame I didn't bring that up during this, but happened. So,
Discord?
what did you say?
Did you have a Discord notification?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Just now? No?
Yeah.
No?
You sure?
I don't think I have Discord open. Oh. Oh, I have Discord open. No, I don't have Discord open. Yeah. Yep, I am sure. Anyhow, whatever. I don't see how that's relevant to the ending of this episode. So, bye and
I just heard a
subscribe.
Discord notification sound.